Hello there guys, and welcome to a Minecraft rigging tutorial. So this is our Minecraft model here, and what we will be doing is, if you select one of the edges on the arm and hold down shift and right mouse, click and hold, you can go to edge ring utilities and insert an edge ring like that, or just click G after when you've done it and it'll create the edge loop dead center, which is where you need it. Okay, so do that for the legs and the arms. And now you can go to edit mesh, go into your front view first and go to edit mesh and go to insert edge loop tool, and then you want to drag it above this pink part, I think it's pink, and down here as well, and you'll see why we need these edge loops later on in the tutorial. And insert on the other arm as well, and in the exact same places. And now do it for the leg. So you want to do it exactly where Fred's doing it, so about here and up here, and then you want to do it for the other leg as well. And then you want to straighten them up to make sure that they're all in line with each other. Now you can do this by going to vertices and dragging and selecting all of them and just scaling it down in the y-axis, or you can vertex snap. It's entirely up to you. Now you don't have to do the middle ones because they're already dead center, so they're alright. It's just the other two that you have created, just scale them. Okay. And now when that's done, we'll go ahead and start creating the bones. So you want to go into the animation, and I think it's F1 or F2 that you can click for the shortcut, and then go to skeleton and joint tool, and then if you go into your front view and you can't see the front view, can't see the bones, go to shading and X-ray joint, and then you want to create the joints at the top of the leg, in the middle where the knee should be, and at the bottom where the foot should be, like this, and just make sure that they're all nice and straight and they're matching up. And when you select each joint, you can give it a smaller radius in the channel box and give it a 0.2 radius, like that. And then we're going to create a joint tool for the arm after. So Fred's just making sure it's all nice and straight, and go to joint tool, and then you want to create one at the base of the shoulder, at top of shoulder, at the elbow, and where the hand should be. Okay, now select each of the bones, select each of the bones and give it a radius of 0.2. I think I'm going down with a cord or something. And then just line them up. Make sure that they're nice and straight. And now in the side view, move the middle bone out to where the knee should be, and then move the bottom one where the foot should be backwards a bit, like that. Okay, now Fred's just gonna align his legs because they're not lined up with a body at the moment, and he's gonna do that by vertex snapping. Okay. Now for the arm bone, you need to select the middle one and pull it back to where the elbow should be, and then pull the bottom one forward just a little bit. Okay. And now you can go and create another skeleton, a joint tool, and create one for the body. So you need one which will connect the leg to the... Actually, insert edge loops first for the body, so you can see threads inside them here. So you want them an equal distance away from each other, and you want to create a bone for where each of the edge loops are, and then create one for the base of the neck. Oh no, actually just create it in the middle of the head, sorry. And then select each of the bones and give it a radius of 0.2, and you have to select each of the bones. Okay. Now what Fred's going to do is he's going to go into his outliner, and he's going to parent the leg bone to the spine. Okay, and you can do this by clicking the leg bone and clicking the spine bone and just clicking P, or in the outliner you can drag joint 1 to joint 7 and it allows it to parent. So here you want to select joint 9, and then select joint 4 first and drag it to joint 9, sorry, and you can see it parents that. So again, you can just select the bones that you want parenting, click the child first, then the parent, and then click P. Okay, so in the side view, you want to pull this one back, go to joint tool, click on that bone, then create another one up here. Select them and give them a radius of 0.2. 0.2, and just pull this back a little bit and pull this forward and up. You don't have to get it bang on, just get it near enough, like threads. And now we're going to mirror the joints over to the other side. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the leg bone where it starts, go to skeleton and mirror joint. Now if yours does it another way, you've got to go into the settings and just tweak them just a little bit, but this is just an easier way to get the bones exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so now what Fred's going to do is he's going to combine the head and the cube, which is the accessories. So select them and combine them, and then he's going to select each of the body parts of a Minecraft character, create a new layer. You've got to be in the channel box and layer editor, and he's going to name it mesh. And when you create a layer, you can hide the mesh, you can make it a template like that, or you can keep it on R, which I don't know what R stands for, and that just stops you from clicking on it, so you can't select the mesh no more. So delete all the history. I really do hate saying R, I can't say it. Okay, so the KK controllers, Fred's going to leave a link in the description, and you should follow where Fred's going to save them. Okay, so the KK controllers Mel will go into the 2011, 2012 or 2013 scripts, and in the icons you want the KK icons in there, and yours won't save this because you don't have the KK icons already installed or in that folder. And now in the mail you want KK_controllers, click enter, you've got to type that in, and then this comes up. So as you can see, you can create different shapes here, you can create key, you can create all sorts, and this will just help, and you can choose different colours for it, but the colours are bugged, you'll see that later, and that'll help you create some rigging points or whatever you call them. So if you go to curves and create a curve circle and just drag it to the centre of a foot, I think you can bone snap, I don't know the shortcut for that, I'm sorry. And now if you go to skeleton IK handle, click the top of the leg and then click the bottom, and now it gives you an IK handle so you can control the bones like this. But it's really hard to select it, so what you've got to do is you've got to parent the NURB circle to the IK handle, or the IK handle to the NURB circle, sorry. So now you can just select the circle and you can control the IK. Okay, so we're not going to do that for the other sides because you're going to have to do that yourself, practice what you've learned. So if you go into the attribute editor and in the IK handle, you want to go in the IK solver attributes and you want to change it to IK RP solver. Okay, and that allows you to do this next bit. So Fred's going to create these directional arrows up here, and he's going to rotate them 90 degrees in the X axis. And he's going to scale them down, I think it's about 0.3 or 0.03, yeah, 0.03. And you want to, right, I'm sorry about that guys, my phone was ringing, I have to run all the way downstairs to answer it. So you want to drag it in front of the knee, where the knee bone is, and you want to freeze all transformations. And you can do this just by going to modify and freeze transformations that way, it's up to you. There's always a few ways of doing it. Okay, so if you select the arrow, then the IK handle, and if you go to constrain and go to point vector, you'll be able to do this. Oh no, pole vector, sorry. Now without changing that IK attribute solver thing into the RP, we won't be able to do that. Okay, so like you can just change colour, like I said, it's bugged anyway. So now if you create another curved circle, and this time you can bone, I don't know if it's vertex snapping or bone snapping, I don't know, but yeah, you just want to snap it to this bone and then just scale out a bit, duplicate it and snap it to this bone, and then snap up here. Actually I know what it's doing is vertex snapping it. So yeah, if you vertex snap it and you can just line them all up, then freeze all transformations, and then you want to select the top circle, then the collarbone, and you want to go to constraint and orient. So now when you move this or rotate it, this happens. Then you want to do the middle one to the middle of the body bone like this, and then orient, and same for the bottom one, and again orient. So now what you want to do is you want to select the top one, then you want to select the middle one and parent it. So now the middle one will control the top one as well, and then you want to select the middle one and then select the bottom one and parent that. So the bottom will control the whole thing, The middle will just control middle and the top, and then the top one will just control the top part of the body. Okay, so you want to parent the top with the middle and then the middle with the bottom. So now if you select the IK handle and you go to the IK handle attributes, do the stickiness to sticky, and now if you select the nerve circle then the bone, you can go to constrain and point, and now this is what will happen. So that's selecting the nerve circle and the bone, the body bone, and then go into constrain and point, and then you can just change colour. I've had to go back quite a few times because I've been kind of getting lost, because I like to explain why to do it or what to do properly. So I'm sorry guys if I missed something. So now you want to create another curved circle, and you want to vertex snap it to the head, to the middle part, and you want to select the nerve circle and the middle bone and orient. So now if you rotate this, it will rotate the head. So now you want to parent this top circle into like where the collarbone is. So now the collarbone will control the top of the head, like this. Like this. Okay. Parent them. I don't know if I said combine, but I meant parent. Okay. So now we've got to set up the arm rig, I think. So now Fred's just made mesh invisible. He's just changing colour. You can change it to whatever colour you like, you don't have to change it to ours. Okay, so now go to skeleton IK handle and create one from the shoulder to the wrist or the hand. And now in the attribute editor, go to IK solve attributes and IK solver and change it to IK RP solver again. Now create a curved circle again, snap it to this bone and just scale it down just a little bit, and then freeze all the transformations. And now select that IK handle, and parent it to the nerve circle. Now create the arrows again and rotate them in the 90 degrees in the X. And again just give them a 0.03 scale, and then you want to move this up to the elbow. And just pull this back just a little bit. Now you want to select the IK handle or nerve circle, and remember you need to have the IK solver onto the RP solver, so you need to change that. Select the arrow, select the IK, go to constraint and pull vector. So now it helps you like rotate like this, so you can do like the funky chicken dance. And just change colour again. So Fred will leave a KK download in the description the link will be of a raw, and all you've got to do is just, you know, extract it and put it into the Maya folder. So now if you create a NURB square, and if you hold on shift, I think you can grow it into like a perfect square. If not, just give a scale X, Y and Z the same value and it'll just make a perfect cube. Okay, so you want it to be dead center of the mesh. And now if you go into the outliner, you can see that the NURB square is made up of separate curves, and you just want to go to edit curves and solve them together, or parent, I don't know. Just follow what I did there, I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Now you want to go to drawing overrides and enable the overrides, and then you can change colour. Yeah, so I'm sorry about missing that part, guys. You'll just have to follow and look closer to what it's doing. And remember to rename some of your stuff so it's not really confusing, and you don't want to do this. I think that was a mistake anyway. So if you go to Sean, you can just select the bone and, you know, create a new layer for the bones. And as you can see, Fred's got everything set up here. Now you will notice when he binds the skin. So he's going to select all the bones, then select the arm, and go to the animation, and go to skin, bind skin, smooth bind, go into the options, and you want to go to bind to selected joints, and you want the skin method to be dual quantinian, I don't know how to say that, quantinian, I can't even see it. So just click apply, and if you click bind skin it'll close, and then you've got to go through all the options again. So if you just click apply, you can leave it open, and then you can like select the other bones on the other side, then select the arm and just click apply again, and it's just a quicker way of doing it. And edge loops were created so we get that bend that you saw in the arm when we move it up. So now select the two bones in the head and select the head and apply, and this is what you'll get. Okay, so you can have him looking around. Now I'll do the legs. So remember, select each of the bones, then select the leg, then apply, and you'll be able to see the curve here that you get. And without them edge loops you won't get that curve, so that's why we needed to add them in. God's sake. So yeah, just keep doing it the other leg, then you want to do it to the body as well. So you want to select the top collarbone, the middle and the bottom, and I think if you select all the bones and just click apply, I think that's how we did that there. Now as you can see, when it goes down the arms bend as well. Now we don't want this, so we want to go to the outliner. We want to select the NURB circle that we parented, and we want to parent it to this. I want to parent it to the collarbone. Okay. So yeah, we want to parent that to the collarbone. I think he's doing it to. It might be the collarbone or the middle one. I'll check on this. So you want to select the nerve circle with the IK handle in it, and then you want to drag that, and you want to drag it to nerve circle 4, which I think is the collarbone. So you want to parent that with a collarbone, and now when you do move the body down, the arms won't curve up. Okay. So thanks for watching. I hope I give enough description of, so you can follow along clearly. And there won't be no dislikes or saying, oh, you suck. But anyway, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching as well. And if you're new to us, please subscribe. We'll have more tutorials up, and just like the video. If you've got any constructive criticism, just leave it in the comment box. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next tutorial.